EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. 18, Cotton, 18, Cotton.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
2-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Almost able to hit it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Check. 40's mine.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
Check, he's coming. Here it goes. Check Mike 40, 18.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And it's fielded at the 34. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Flush to his right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And now the Raven defense is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua to throw again. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
To number 38.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored, they were more than prepared for that one.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Broncos 1st down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Complete to number 87.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Nothing.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
10.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At the 22-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 21-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Broncos 21, Ravens nothing.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Number 87.
A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the...
And the Denver Broncos are in for 6.
Complete.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hey. Let's go one more.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40.
I got one.
Mike 40.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 60.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for number 11.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Tight end right. Tight end. Three down. 4 is the mic. Squeeze.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Will take over.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
To Paris Campbell.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hey, check.
From midfield, here's Tua. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
50, Mike 50. Let's go. Mike's 50.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21. Check. Hey, blue.
Yeah, QB's trash. Let's go.
Go red. Motion. 6. Mega.
Safe.
Hey, green.
Motion.
Here's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
57 is
Check. No, we ain't got it.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Third down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Mike 40. Check. He's coming.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike 40.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
40's Mike. It's a corner now.
Back to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Focus, defense.
Watch twins.
From the gun, it's Tua. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
3 down, 3 down. 87's me. 87's me.
Tua now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into it. That had been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Crunch time, defense. No street. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. Go, Mike 40, Mike 40. Drag him 60. Mike 40, Mike 40. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Right there. 40's Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
29-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
You ain't doing nothing. Cut 19. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Don't let it.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
40's Mike. 19 tight. 19 tight. That's trash. Hey, we're going Mike 40. Mike 40. Time to go. Night.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Number 82.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Final minute now of the third quarter. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Denver.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Mike 28. Mike 28. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Hey, it's our house.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Flushed out right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 45, Ravens 7. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating.
Through an opening, and there he goes.
You know what? Why don't you just start over?
20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Broncos.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Broncos on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Stay loose. Stay loose.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He may try and run for this. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his pressure. Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Mike 40, Mike 40. I got one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.